Welcome to the podcast for and about Colorado Springs. I'm your host, Brittany Felix, and every Monday through Friday I'll be talking about a different aspect relating to the Springs, including upcoming events, restaurant reviews, local business spotlights, media coverage about the Springs, public works projects, local activities, answering your questions about the city, and much, much more. Be sure to subscribe to this podcast so you don't miss any of the updates. And also follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can find links to all of those social media accounts at springspodcast.com/social media. The Colorado Springs podcast is proudly sponsored by Elevation Hydration. Elevation Hydration is the only hydration therapy clinic serving Colorado Springs, and they are dedicated to helping you elevate your life. They use intravenous vitamin therapy to help athletes needing a boost of energy or help recovering after a tough competition, people experiencing cold-like symptoms or dehydration from the flu, anyone needing to recover quickly from a rough night out. I'm looking at you, college kids. And just anyone wanting a healthy alternative to preventative care. They have a wide variety of hydration packages to help address whatever your needs are. They're conveniently located inside Lush Beauty Lounge at 812 Village Center Drive, and if you mention this podcast during your visit, you'll receive $10 off any hydration package. To learn more about Elevation Hydration or to schedule an appointment, visit springspodcast.com/hydrate. Welcome to episode 10 of the Colorado Springs podcast. Today is Free-for-All Friday, which means on Fridays there's not really a set theme like there are with the rest of the days of the week, so it really leaves me open to talk about anything that I feel like talking about or to have guests on the show like I did last week with my husband and like I'm going to next week. But today, what I want to talk about are some of my absolute favorite Colorado Springs-based Instagram accounts. I am super obsessed with Instagram. So I am all over Instagram all the time. I'm on there so much, it's kind of an addiction. But anyways, today I'm going to talk about my favorite accounts for businesses and people located here in Colorado Springs so that you can follow some local accounts, which is awesome to see our city highlighted in such unique ways. So these accounts are going to be everything from local photographers, hairstylists, boutiques, coffee houses, restaurants, lots of restaurants. I love looking at pictures of food. And obviously, this is a podcast. You're not going to see what I'm talking about. And Instagram is all about the imagery. So I will have a link to every single one of these accounts in my show notes, along with one of my favorite images, so that you can kind of get a feel for the account without having to go onto the link. But I highly recommend that you follow these people for some amazing Colorado Springs-based photography. So first off, I have at Rachel.Wright. She is a photographer, and her pictures have just such a unique beauty to them. They're all kind of just soft, and they're gorgeous, so definitely check her out. And I want to mention that these are in no particular order whatsoever. I just went through the list of everyone I followed and picked out my favorite accounts. So next we have Jean B's Boutique, and it is a clothing boutique store, so maybe if you don't like looking at pictures of women's clothing, this isn't the account for you. But if you do, they do highlight their clothes in a very unique and artistic way. They're gorgeous, and they also throw in some other photography as well of the shop and some of the decor that they have, so it's beautiful. And so our first food Instagram account is from Cravings Catering, and that is their Instagram handle. And they have such a wide variety of different types of food that they showcase on their account. So if you like looking at pictures of food like I do, definitely check them out. And continuing right along with the food theme, we have Steffi's Confections, Steffis Confections. And pretty much if you put gorgeous pictures of macaroons on your Instagram account, I'm going to follow you. So she won me over right there, but it's not just desserts. She's also got a lot of other things that she showcases, as well as packaging and how she makes the food. So it's a really well-rounded Instagram food account. And next we have Colorado Coffee Merchants, which obviously that kind of tells you what they're going to have some pictures of. But it's not just coffee. They've got delicious looking food as well, and desserts and artistic pictures of the shop and the items that they serve. We also have 314 Sweet and Savory Pie Bar. And that is 3.14 if you're trying to find them on Instagram. Obviously, considering it's called Pie Bar, they have lots of pictures of pies. But there are other desserts and dishes to drool over as well. And next we have Pikes Peak Bike Tours, which obviously is going to have a lot of really cool pictures of people riding around the area on bikes. One of my other favorite accounts is Trail Maps. And obviously they do have some advertising for some different trail maps for the area. Their most recent post actually is about their new trail map for Palmer Park. But naturally, as a way to sell these trail maps, they do have some gorgeous pictures of the trails around the city. And next up, if you like animals, especially if you like cats, I recommend that you follow Happy Cats Haven. I'm not even a cat person. I'm going to be brutally honest right now. Cats are okay. I've never really been crazy about them, never owned one. But this Instagram account is adorable. If you like cats, I'm telling you, you need to follow this account. Although maybe it could be bad because you're going to want to take absolutely all of them home. They are a nonprofit rescue and adoption center for homeless cats, so you may end up with a new cat. And speaking of ending up with new pets, I do also love the Humane Society Pikes Peak account because there are just adorable pictures of puppies and animals and kittens, and I'm a woman. I love these things. Can't help it. Puppies are my kryptonite. I love them so much. So switching gears, we're going to go to one of my other favorite accounts, HikingBob_CO. He is a blogger for Colorado Springs Independent, author, podcaster, and also a fantastic photographer. So he takes these epic hikes and adventures and has the gorgeous photographs to document all of it, and he posts those on his Instagram. Plus, he also hikes with a dog sometimes, so, naturally I'm going to follow that account. And I talked on Monday about Something New Boutique and about how they are having a bridal fashion show tonight at the Broadmoor, which I will be attending. But they also have an Instagram account that I absolutely love because it features all of their gorgeous, gorgeous dresses and not just gowns. These are dresses for all occasions. So if you like looking at pretty dresses, you're going to love this account. And speaking of things bridal related, the next account is Sarah Vieira Events. She's a luxury wedding planner, and oh my gosh, is this account gorgeous. If these are pictures of her events, she is worth every penny, I am sure, because they are stunning. So if you like looking at bridal photography or just gorgeous imagery in general, follow this account for sure. And next we have Sammy Hair Magic, which obviously is going to be about hair. She is a local hairstylist here in Colorado Springs, and she posts pictures of what I'm assuming are the end results of her clients' appointments with her. And there are some very gorgeous, unique, fun, colorful hairstyles, so they are beautiful to look at. So if you need some inspiration for a new hairdo, check out this account. And next is Holdfast Coffee Company, which their handle is actually Holdfast Coffee CO. And they definitely understand this Instagram thing. They have turned coffee into something that is beautiful. So it's pictures of not only the, gorgeous end result of their product, but while they're making it, their shop, their equipment, and it's all very artistic. And next is one of my absolute favorite Instagram accounts that I follow from my Colorado Springs podcast account, and that is the Heavenly Dessert Company. Their desserts look so freaking amazing. I cannot wait to try them. I absolutely will be visiting them because all of their pictures just make me want to eat everything in them. And if their desserts taste half as good as they look, they are going to be so freaking good. So if you have a sweet tooth, this is the account for you to follow. And next we have God's Market and Cafe, which is obviously for the Garden of God's Market and Cafe. Considering what the business is, you know what the pictures are going to be of. Gorgeous pictures of food, of course. And along those lines, we also have Till Kitchen, which is showcasing in such a beautiful, beautiful way their food that looks so freaking good. And it says that they are farm-inspired, open kitchen, and fast casual eatery committed to sustainability. So we absolutely will be going there eventually. And I'm sure I will do a review of it on this podcast. And next is an account called Colorado Springs City, which is basically an account full of Colorado Springs sunsets. And it's beautiful, so I definitely recommend that you check it out if you enjoy sunset pictures. And speaking of having accounts directly related to the city itself, the next account is CO Springs_love, which obviously, Colorado Springs love. It's gorgeous pictures of all the different places around the city. And next we're back to food with the Blue Star. Their Instagram account is so elegant, obviously, and they really, really know how to showcase their food in a way that brings it to a whole new level and makes it stand out from a lot of the others on Instagram. And one of my other favorite accounts is actually the account for the Mining Exchange Hotel. Their handle is just Mining Exchange, and it's gorgeous pictures of, obviously, the hotel, but the little details that you don't always see. The events that are there, the customers, gorgeous pictures of downtown. So it's a nice variety and beautiful, beautiful pictures. Next is Garden of the Gods collection, which their handle is GG Club and Resort. So obviously this is going to be an account full of pictures from Garden of the Gods Resort. The one they have up right now is seriously the most amazing picture that I have seen anybody post from the recent fireworks display from Pikes Peak. It is an incredible shot. But they also have pictures of their food, obviously Garden of the Gods, different events that are happening on their facilities, all of that. So it's a nice, well-rounded account. And related to this, we have Cheyenne Mountain Resorts account, which is just Cheyenne Mountain Resort. And obviously, it's gorgeous pictures of the mountain and the resort and the events. And next we have Old School Bakery, and their account is, oh my gosh, it always makes me so hungry when I look at it. Their food is so gorgeous, and it's showcased in such a beautiful way in their pictures. Their handle is basically Old School Bakery at Ivywild, so OSB at Ivywild. And next we have Building 3 Coffee, which, similar to a lot of the other coffee shops, but still unique, showcases their products and their shop and their employees in a nice, beautiful, subtly elegant, let's face it, hipster kind of way that is gorgeous and works perfectly on Instagram. One of my other favorite accounts actually is Signs of Colorado Springs, and their handle is Signs of COS, and they do a really great job of showcasing the city in such a beautiful way and finding the things that are unique about this city. And next is the account for Seven Falls, which their handle is 7_falls. And obviously, these are pictures of Seven Falls itself and people doing various activities. And of course, an account that is obviously awesome is the one for Cheyenne Mountain Zoo, and that is their handle, just Cheyenne Mountain Zoo. And they have got some amazing pictures of the animals there, some really up-close shots that are really awesome. And there are 2 Pikes Peak accounts that I love to follow. One is Drive Pikes Peak and the other is Visit Pikes Peak. Both showcase gorgeous pictures of the mountains and feature pictures that other people have taken as well. And then along those lines, we also have the account for Garden of the Gods itself, and that handle is actually Garden of the Gods Colorado, which obviously features pictures of, Garden of the Gods. But we all know how beautiful that place is and how many different unique pictures you can get, so it's a really cool account. And the tourism board for Colorado Springs has their own account, Visit COS, which obviously features awesome, awesome pictures of Colorado Springs because their goal is to get people to want to come here. So definitely if you want pictures of the city of Colorado Springs in all of its glory and beauty, follow their account. And I do want to throw in here that Elevation Hydration, who is currently sponsoring the podcast this month, has their own Instagram account as well, and I recommend that you check it out, especially if you're into health and fitness, and they showcase their facilities, so it's kind of nice if you've never been to see what that's going to be like, so it's not quite as nerve-wracking when you go the first time. And their handle is Elevation Hydration. And the last account that I want to talk about is obviously my account. I do recommend that you follow the Colorado Springs Podcast Instagram account. The handle is Springs Podcast, and I post an image for every single podcast episode that goes up. I do only leave them up 1 week at a time, though, so it doesn't clog up my feed, because what I really have the account for is to feature pictures of my own adventures around this amazing city. So there are lots of nature pictures, hiking, all of that fun stuff. So definitely check out the Colorado Springs Podcast on Instagram. That's going to wrap it up for today. Be sure that you let me know either on Instagram or Facebook if you are also going to be at the runway show for Something New Boutique at the Broadway tonight, and we can meet up and maybe say hi. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you back here on Monday where I will give you a rundown of the events that are happening around town next week.